Hey all, welcome back, and today I brought something that I want a bit on eBay, and it's a Carnage action figures Tyrannosaurus Rex. So this is, I believe it's made in 1997, which is old, right? And it's actually kind of rare to get nowadays, because I couldn't really find much new in box, and it's kind of pricey too. But luckily I got this for like 40 bucks, like about a month ago. That just arrived today through USPS, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's an amazing figure. So let's dive into this straight ahead. So let's have a look into the box first. So it still has the old price tag from 1997. It was only $4.99, technically $5 during this year, which is insane. $5 you can get these kind of amazing figures. I mean, come on, man, that's just unfair, man. I should have been born during this era. But yeah, and at the bottom of the box you see the articulation description and some kind of description to the figure, promoting that we have combined museum quality detail with action figure, a bunch of things, and also says it got sculpted footprint stand for display. On the side you see description about articulation again. On the back side, description about T-Rex, and yeah, if you want to read this thing right now, you can pause it right now, because I think it will be quite interesting, and I haven't read it through myself yet, but I'm pretty sure the description nowadays compared to this one from 1997 will be sort of different. Not everything will be different, but sort of, as humans discover more things year by year. And you see a bunch of other models they have created too. And yeah, apparently Velociraptor's not that accurate, even the one from Jurassic Park world, because it was discovered that they have feathers, but it has its own charm. I mean, Jurassic Park and world, yeah, it's their own kind of thing. And I actually do want the Giganotosaurus too, but this one was way more pricey than T-Rex somehow. But yeah, on the side of the box you see those like claw kind of ripped. It's actually ripped through the box, so that's kind of cool. Bite action jaw, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Okay, now before we get straight into the figure, I'm just gonna introduce whatever was inside the box, the packaging. So we have the T-Rex, him or herself, and it's really light actually. You have this footprint stand, and you get this stand kind of thing where you put inside the peg hole over here in order to, balance the T-Rex over this thing. It does not have any peg holes under the feet nor on the stand, so you can attach it in. No, that's not how it works on this one. And unfortunately mine kind of floats from the floor. It's kind of unbalanced, but it's fine. And they give you two types of sticker, which is amazing. So you either put this or this informative sticker about T-Rex on the display base, and I just prefer the information kind of explainy thing, so that's why I put it this one. But if you like this one, yeah, you can definitely replace it with this, but which I'm not really gonna do. The detail on the base is actually amazing and very impressive. You can see the ribcage or the side of the bone and the spine over here, and that's really nice addition to the detail. You can see, oh, okay, I didn't see this earlier. You can see another dinosaur's skull. That's definitely not T-Rex skull. It's something different. And you see another bone pieces and like fossils and with some rocks, and the texture is amazing. Nothing much at the bottom, just as the Carnage Collection TM T-Rex 1997. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right feet with the T-Rex, but yeah, that's really impressive. And now, finally, let's get to the figure itself. So, the overall proportion, I really like how they made it kind of chubby or kind of fat, right? Because that's how dinosaurs are being restored nowadays, appearance-wise. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see. I really do like green Tyrannosaurus kind of figures, even the one from Jurassic Park, right? I don't really have that one, but I wish I did. But this one kind of replaces it. I like it. It has its own charm. From 1997, old, really vintage. I love it. I just love vintage figures. Yeah, and as I aforementioned, it's really light, actually. It's surprisingly, like, really light. But yeah, the detail on this figure does its job. So that's good. And now that I look at it, it's right. Eyes more popped outwards than its left one. The left one's more of a better sculpting for the eye, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's an old figure. And we already have some scuffs on the face, on the back, and a little bit on the tail, but yeah, it's from old. That's what makes it special. It's vintage. I like it. So the general sculpting of the head looks really impressive. You see all the red colors, black blending with these dark green and going to the light green. Yeah, it's really cool. And the sculpting of the teeth is quite impressive. Individually painted, individually sculpted. And you see the thing inside the jaw here. And what really impresses me is inside the jaw. Yeah. I mean, if you open it wide enough, which I'm afraid to do because I don't want to break the peg here. This is the maximum that I'll move apart. But you see the detail inside the throat, like, it's insane. Like, dinosaur figures nowadays don't even have this. Like, Mattel doesn't have any details like this, right? From what I know, at least. Yeah, it's just amazing. And you see all the black, red patterns on top of the leg, all the way to the tail, the body, and the neck. You see all the wrinkles. That's really amazing. Nice texturing. You can actually feel it with your own finger. And yeah, I'm impressed by how the fingernail and toenails are properly painted. And surprisingly, I thought they did not have the fourth toenail at the back, but they did. They just didn't paint it. It was so small that I couldn't just see it. So yeah, again, Carnage action figure, 1997. And this tail is made out of rubber, and I'm gonna tell you why they're the articulation. So rest of them are solid plastic. You move it all the way down here to the first cut of the tail. It's made out of rubber. So it feels like a silicone kind of thing, more than those like cheap kind of rubber. It doesn't feel that cheap. And is it sticky? Not really, a kind of, but I think, yeah, you really shouldn't place these kind of rubber figures on humid places, maybe more dry and cool places. That's how you do all those things. And yeah, let's get to the articulation. So the way they promoted this figure was mainly all about the articulation, so let's see how good it is. So the head can tilt side to side like that. You can see it. You can tilt it side to side, so it can look slightly right or slightly left. So that's kind of cool, but I just want to hold the neck piece so that it doesn't break. That's impressive, but it doesn't really have up and down hinge nor the swivel rotation. Nope, not really. And as I've shown you guys, the jaw, it can go all the way down, but the throat pieces are kind of blocking the jaw from doing that, and I really wouldn't recommend it because the peg is not that strong. It's rubbery peg, and then you can actually break it, so I wouldn't do that at all. And surprisingly, it's a ratcheted joint for the neck. It can go up and down, downward all the way that much, upwards all the way that much. And it's extremely impressive how they don't have those like kind of peg, or not a peg, but these ratchet kind of thing holes that are being exposed on the sculpting, even though the range of the motion is quite big. That's really impressive. So both arms can go up and down, swivel, leg up and down, swivel, single jointed knee, single jointed these ankle joints, and they both have different sculpting. So this should be facing more of a forward, so it's kind of moving like forward, right? But I don't want to keep it too low. Okay, and then this is the rubber part. Why is it rubber, you ask? It's a bendy wire articulated tail. So, meaning that, also be aware that this is an old figure. It bends really well, really nicely, and it still holds its place even after all this time that has been passed since 1997. It's amazing and truly appreciated. But at the same time, since it's an old figure, I'm scared to move this tail too much, which can cause the split between the tail and the body, which I never wanted to happen, nor the wires popping out through this rubbery tail. So just gotta be careful with that. And except for that, it's all good action. Yeah, except for that, it's all good action figure. Holy shit, my phone. Overall, I really do dig this figure, and it's quite an amazing piece. Considering the release date of this time, I think it's ahead of its time for sure. I don't have much dinosaur figures during from 1997, but maybe the Kenner ones were the best ones. That's what people say. Due to nostalgia reasons, some actually likes the detail or how those rubbery feelings give a life into the figure. But this is something else in my opinion. It's really well done, really well sculpted. The information on this thing is correct, and yeah, I don't know, I really don't know what to say about this thing. The only downside of this figure is the peg for the jaw. It's kind of weak, it's kind of rubbery, and that's actually my only complaint about this figure. The rubbery tail, the bendy wires, you cannot really complain about it because it's an old figure. If it breaks, it's most likely due to how tough you moved around the tail, or it's due to its age. But I don't know, it aged like a good old wine. So yeah, if you can get it, there's not a lot, but I've seen a couple of this guy available second-handed, open box, so without the box and without the basing kind of thing, just the figure itself. But if you can get it, I definitely do recommend it, but I'm pretty sure you will need a base to balance this guy, because it's extremely hard to balance this guy without the base, nor he doesn't have any holes on the pegs or holes on the feet, so you cannot really balance it. Even though you have the peg holes on the feet and attach it to the base with the peg, it will not be able to balance out, because considering how heavy the forehead and the body is for the legs to handle them. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Definitely recommend this, and I'll get back with another review.